here we go in the best practice number 3. Most of us all know what a SWOT analysis is. Internal strengths and weaknesses is what you're seeing at the top of the screen, or external opportunities and threats. What I like is I like short lists. So I'm really looking for core competencies of strengths or core weaknesses or core opportunities and core threats. So what I want you to be doing is writing down on page 5 of your workbooks the top 3, I mean really the big 3 of what we're strong, weak, have opportunities and threats with. And I'm not looking for laundry lists. I've seen this activity done too many times where we just fill flip charts full of pages. We got to get very real, and we got to speak about competencies and so forth. So I'm going to display an example. And what I suggest is as you fill yours in, begin with the gray areas, the weaknesses and the opportunities. And I'll be quiet for a few minutes. When you're done, you can raise your hands, type a comment in the question log, something just to give me an idea of where you're at, and I'll remain quiet. I have a handful of people done at this point. Really core things. Many times I'll see people put their people as a strength, and all your competitors would argue their people are the best. So what is the core competency of our people? Okay, and I see some hands raising. And more hands raising, thank you. I would guess we're about 75%-ish of the attendees as I scroll down here. So I think the best thing to do is for us to resume in the spirit of keeping this within time. You have the tools. Most important for me is to explain the practice. Now that you've written your mini SWOT of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in your workbook, get a pen ready, and I'm going to have you do something like this. I want you to strike right through as I have strengths and threats. What I know, the reason I have asked you to do this, is that improving your weaknesses and exploiting your opportunities provide us with the greatest gain. The others are going to be more incremental. So focusing on our weaknesses, it's kind of that bottleneck theory again. So yes, play to our strengths, build upon our strengths. You know what? But the improvement's really going to come by addressing these weaknesses and exploiting these opportunities. And I could tell you, even in the area of strengths, if I told you not to do it, it's already so important and such a core competency to you that you're going to do it anyways. And when it comes to threats, most of those things, in my opinion, are worries. And the vast majority of the time, 90% plus, 80% plus of the time, they're not going to occur. Yet, I will say we need to be cognizant of industry shifts. So that's what I want you to do. Now, the next step that I want you to do is put an asterisk or star by the one weakness and the one opportunity that's going to provide you with the greatest gain out of those three. And I'll show you an example. So in my case, you can see where I put my star. More importantly is where did you put your star?